How are we feeling? It's time for Monday Night Muses. I've got T-Rex here chilling. I've been wanting to, I don't know, give him like a place of honor, but I feel like I'll just make him fall down. But rest assured, T-Rex is here to protect us. I am so excited about tonight. I had such a good time listening to Robert Bach from The Locksmiths. Like, oh my goodness, just like what amazing songwriting. Like, he just gets me in all the feels. And it is really a privilege to get to share all of these different songwriters with y'all. It's Diggy Cat's fault. I used to do Monday Night Muses every week with my cousin, Delia Stanley, and then she started getting busy on Monday nights and wasn't able to do it. She kind of passed the torch to me, and Diggy Cat was like, well, maybe you should find some openers. In fact, I think he said, because he is the cruise director of the internet, I think he was like, would you like me to find you some openers? And I was like, I could just have as many openers as I want. And so it's been wonderful getting to just like have someone new every week that I, like I said, selfishly get to enjoy listening to and hopefully get to introduce to some new ears. It's been really special. As usual, Diggy Cat made it happen. Cat, I slept 13 hours, so I'm doing okay. That is the way to do it. That's like, you know how they say like you got to get up pretty early in the morning to mess with this guy? Not Diggy Cat. You got to get up pretty late in the morning. Monday Night Muses. Ooh, Monday Night Muses. Ooh, Monday Night Muses. Ooh, Monday Night Muses. Hello, my loves. How are we feeling? You know I will always take your suggestions. By the way, anyone who's listening, if y'all have suggestions about who you would like to hear on Monday Night Muses, please let me know. I'd love to experience new songwriters with this series. I've got really great people lined up through the end of May for y'all. I'm so excited about the people I'll be presenting to you over the next few weeks. You should be excited too. It's going to be really good. And then the summer's wide open, so if there's someone you really want to see on Monday Night Muses, talk to me, talk to them, whatever, I'm in. All right, so I have the following questions for you. I just got a little... Felt like I was getting some distortion on one of my channels. I think I'm good. Here are my questions, as always, that I like to open the broadcast with. Question number 1. Where are you tuned in from? I am tuned into you from Sound Beach, Long Island, the beautiful east end of Long Island, with my friend T-Rex here. This is my meditation dinosaur, y'all. If you were tuned in last night for the 3-hour Can't Find My Keys, that was such a fun time. And you guys got to hear about how T-Rex is my meditation dinosaur. Question number 2. What are you sipping on? I've got water on my right. I got a little wine spritzer on my left. Cheers. Bonk. Question number 3. How are you feeling tonight? As you know, I want the real answer. I don't want the polite water cooler answer. I want to know how you're really feeling. I want to know your feelings with the certainty that I knew Robert Bach's feelings when he was singing about a chemical fire. Tell me your feelings. I want to know them. I care about them. We're a safe space here. Monday Night Muses. tuned in from everywhere I've ever been. That's amazing. I'm very impressed. According to my brain. Drinking water theoretically. You're very ephemeral tonight, Claire. I'm very here for it. Dorito Land.
Monday Night Muses. Live from Dorito Land, USA. Monday Night Muses. Live from Dorito Land, USA. Monday Night Muses. Live from Dorito Land, USA.
Cranberry and water. I'm here for it.
Live from Dorito Land, USA.
Who doesn't want to go to Dorito Land?
Monday Night Muses. Live from
Don't ask how I'm
Dorito
feeling.
Land, USA.
Loopy, I guess. I'm always feeling loopy, as you know, Claire.
Monday Night Muses. Live from Dorito Land, USA.
All right, let's get this party started. Since I got the keys going, I'm going to start out with Liminal Spaces. I've been really enjoying getting to play that on the piano. Oh, I have a quick announcement that I want to make to all of you. If you are a patron, I know I got a couple patrons tuned in right now. Your patron concert is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You will find the link in the Discord and in the Patreon. I haven't put that link in there yet, but you'll find it tomorrow morning sometime. And that's 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Time, midnight UK time, and other times in other places. If you would like to find out about joining the Patreon, you can go visit the page and kind of learn about the different benefits you can get. It's kind of like a fan club. That's kind of the way I think of it. Gets you like kind of a backstage pass to a lot of cool stuff, as well as these exclusive monthly all request concerts. So patreon.com/Rorie Kelly is where you can check that out. And I think that link is one of the links scrolling across the bottom somewhere. And if you are a patron, I'll see you tomorrow night. It's possible that my new song will be ready tomorrow night. I'm not sure. It's about halfway done right now. Hey, Barbie Gelman. Everyone send some love to Barbie Gelman. I know that Barbie's been going through some medical thingies and having a rough day, so please send some love to her. Barbie deserves your love. Dorito Land is a huge gambling spot. Everyone throws in their chips. Thank you, Diggy Cat.
I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes, but no one's understanding when I change too. If you're looking, I had a book of dreams on my nightstand. I always thought that I'd come back for it. I had to prove I could do it my way. I had to prove that I could make rent. If you just believed me the first time, it wouldn't have been so hard for me. Where are the moon sisters I was promised? Where is the music monk I never got to be? 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I think for piano players, I try to learn from the things I'm drawn to. I try to learn why the moth inside me likes this particular flame, so I don't get burned again. I have a notebook, so many it's embarrassing. I have a lot to say for someone, so quiet people think that she's a stuck-up bitch until they get to know me. By the time they get to know me, I'm attached, even if it's wrong. Where is the Knight of Cups I was promised? I went all in, and all I got was this lousy discernment. 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. It's too late now. You can never take it back. It's too late now. You can never get the years back. It's too late now, and the future looks exhausting. Where are the broken record-hearted people? I feel myself changing into something I don't like, 'cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody, 'cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes. I can barely recognize the particle that I've become.
Thank you. I gotta tell you, it was a real nail biter getting through that song, because I put T-Rex on my piano, and his tail, I don't think you can see it. Let me show you. T-Rex had his tail like on a piano key, and every time I played the C chord, T-Rex was like rocking and rolling, and I'm like, oh gosh, this dinosaur's gonna go flying. You know, that's how exciting it is to be a part of Monday Night Muses. You just never know when a flying dinosaur is gonna occur. Thank you. I secretly always wanted this song to be a piano song, and when I wrote it, my piano chops were just not there. And it is one of several songs on the album that I like badly explained to my dad what needed to happen on keys, because my dad is like a real grown-up piano player. And I remember kind of going like, here's what should happen, and like very ploddingly, slowingly kind of sketching out the parts for him. So Barbie's phone is possessed. I hope it's a fun possession. I feel like if you're going to get possessed, at least I hope the possessor has a sense of humor. Everyone's sending love to Barbie. I love that. Thank you, friends. All right, we got Make It Count on deck. Thank you. Thank you for making a request. If anyone wants to make a request, yes, like the D&D dice. I've put them out of reach, so I'm not tempted, but I don't promise they won't come out as a rhythm instrument again. But for those of you who missed it, yes, I have like a little container of dice. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, you know that there's a lot of dice involved. How many? 7. There's a set of 7 dice. There's like a 20-sided die, a 6-sided die, a couple of 4-sided die. I think there's like a bunch of different dice that you might roll for nerdy purposes while playing the game, and they all come in this nice little package, and it makes a great shaker sound. And it makes such a great little shaker sound that I got carried away, and dice went everywhere one night. So if you got to see that magic moment, I'm sorry, you're welcome. Locksmith's in the house. Thank you, and thank you for coming on and sharing your gorgeousness with us. Birdsong or anything. You got it, Barbie. All right, so we got Make It Count and Birdsong on deck. After that, we're going to do Poetry Corner and then a few more songs. If you would like to make a request, please feel free. If you type !SL, the song list will come up. On Monday Night Muses, I just do originals. It's an original focus series. And I'm really grateful that y'all, even when you come to my other like things on Twitch, are often requesting originals. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting songwriters that way. If you ever do want to hear me do random covers, sometimes badly, on the piano, every Sunday night I have a broadcast called Can't Find My Keys, and I open up my full covers list. I believe it is 293 songs on there currently, and you can make requests, and the whole thing is like there is no guitar in reach, and I am forced to play everything on the piano, and sometimes it's awesome and sometimes it's horrible, and I try to at least make it funny when it's horrible. It's a good time. We had a good time last night. We were like up pretty late last night grooving. If mouse plural is mice, why isn't dice plural of douse? Well, dice is plural of die. I guess a singular should be douse. Deep thoughts with Diggy Cat. Ooh, we got more requests. We got Lion Streak on deck. Absolutely. Okay, let's do Make It Count, which incidentally, friends, we are going to be working on in the studio tomorrow. I'm very excited to be back in the studio.
Somewhere I've got a guitar pick.
I think it's over here. Let's see. It's my little guitar pick case. Isn't it cute? It's got little instruments on it. All right. True to form, I will spend a couple minutes tuning the guitar before I start this song. So take a drink. I think we need like a Monday Night Muses drinking game. Every time I intend to start a song, but instead just start tuning the guitar, take a drink. Every time I am playing piano and intend to play F sharp minor, but end up playing B7, it happened a couple times last night. Take a drink. Up for expanding the rules of this drinking day, and put your suggestions in the comments. Cool. Is this what I want? Yeah, I'm here for that. Anytime Rorie uses a capo, take a drink. You want to be on the floor at the end of this broadcast? You do you, boo. We tune because we care. Hey, Tiger, how you doing? Tiger, by the way, will be on deck for a poetry corner next week. So y'all should get excited about that. I've been really, really glad to get to share both music and poetry of friends on this broadcast. All right, time to make it count. How do I want to do this?
Sugar dust, darling, do you need an adventure? Baby, only you could turn the open road into a lecture. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough for this. Tensing up your neck like you're pushing through a disaster. Let the solstice open you up. Let the full moon say that enough is enough. Lay your shoulders down and just breathe a little while. Behold, you are free, and the sky holds you up. You are enough. Behold, you are free, and you don't have to shut down your lung anymore. No one's coming to get you. No one's coming to take you down a peg. No one's coming to get you now. Make it count, make it count, make it count for the old you. So you only ask for advice from the moon. You're driving from the backseat like, will we get there soon? without this total lack of self-trust. You are enough for this. Behold, you are free, and the sky holds you up. You are enough. Behold, you are free, and you don't have to shut down your love anymore. No one's coming to get you. No one's coming to take you down a peg. No one's coming to get you now. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Behold you. Turning over leaves like a cackle of crackles. If you're not overwhelmed, you start to worry that you're slacking off. Oh, what used to be the future is the past, and the time moves slow. You're always running so fast, and there's a stitch in your side, and you're not gonna last. And you're trying to breathe, and all you have is a gasp. Behold, you are free, and the sky holds you up. You are enough. Behold, you are free, and you don't have to shut down your love anymore. No one's coming to get you. No one's coming to take you down a peg. No one's coming to get you now. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Behold you. No one's coming to get you, get you. No one's coming to get you, get you. No one's coming to get you, get you. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count. No one's coming to get you. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Behold you. Thank you, friends. Yes, I am very, very excited to hear the bass. Maybe electric guitar tomorrow. Aw, thank you, Linda. Linda, I've got to have you back as a muse. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for the Doritos. Oh yeah, we got all the Doritos. We got the locksmiths on the Dorito train, spreading love and snack food. Okay, I'm gonna do If You Teach a Bird to Sing for everybody, and then we're gonna do Poetry Corner with the poetry of Emily Sue Sloan, who just recently released, I'm very bad at holding it up, a book called We Are Beach Glass, and I'm really excited to be sharing that with y'all. I think what I want to do, I don't want that. Nah, changed my mind. Anyway, let's get this started. I was thinking about having some atmospheric stuff. Do you guys remember one time on Can't Find My Keys, y'all requested the bird song, and I found some weird atmospheric loop, and it was all pretty and ethereal. Next time. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. teach a bird to sing. Oh, fly away. Teach a bird to sing. Fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing. Fly, fly.
I saw Robert saying he's intimidated by using a looper. It's a gateway drug. Once you start looping, you never go back.
Teach
Loopy for life.
to sing. Fly, fly, fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. You think you got it, page of brass and a lock and a key. You think she's too dumb to set herself free, and the fact that you locking her up shows you're a dummy. Think you're all of that and a bag full of chips, but you gotta control just to get to your kicks. And the fact that you locking her up shows you're a dummy. And if you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. Singing is 50% confidence. When I'm confident, I won't be content just to hang around and be a pretty little plaything. And you try to pretend it's the way that I am, that I'm built this way just to wanna please. But I got some ideas of my own that don't include you. I see sky on my window, and the sun is rising, rising, rising. Yeah, just like I will. 'Cause I see sky on my window, and the sun is rising, rising, rising. Just like I will. If you teach bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach her, I see sky on my window. The sun is rising, rising, rising. It's like I will, because I see sky out my window, and the sun is rising, rising, rising. Yeah, just like I will if you teach a bird to sing. She gon' learn to fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly if you let her sing. She gonna fly away. Thank you, friends. That song is called If You Teach a Bird to Sing. If you like it, it's on all the places. It's on the Spotifys and the iTunes and the titles and on the Bandcamps. And also on my CD called Rising, 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 which you can order from me and I will sign it and put it in the mail for you. I've got a bunch of links hanging out at the bottom of the screen there. Feel free to pop on one of those links. Thank you, friends. All right, my loves, it's time for Poetry Corner. I always say Poetry Corner happens at 8:30, and I'm always late. That's why I'm like, emphasis on the ish. Oh, yeah, that happened. All right, let me get ready to do some recording because Poetry Corner is syndicated. There we go. Pro Tools had to wake up. Sorry if y'all lost me for a minute. So, Poetry Corner is syndicated and ends up on WUSB, which is a local radio station here, but you can tune in worldwide at WUSB.FM. It's usually about a week behind that it ends up on the radio. Also, Diggy Cat plays Poetry Corner kind of in a random mix on Lucky Star Radio, so you can hear that as well. I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful for how people have supported Poetry Corner, because it was really just me being a weirdo, and I'm really glad that that people like when I'm a weirdo. Pro Tools almost as old as me. It just needed a little. It was just resting its eyes. It's like what? Oh, I was just resting my eyes. That's Pro Tools every time I press record. All right, let's get this rolling. Oh, wait. I made a banner this time. I thought it would be nice to put up a little Poetry Corner banner. There we go. Thank you so much for tuning into Poetry Corner. Every week I feature poetry backed by improvisational live music. And we do this on Monday Night Muses at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly every Monday night at 8:30-ish p.m. Emphasis on the ish. We are on musician time. You can also hear Poetry Corner, and maybe you are hearing it right now, on WUSB.FM as well as Lucky Star Radio. I really want to thank Captain Phil and Diggy Cat from those two radio stations for believing in Poetry Corner and giving me a space beyond my Twitch channel. But if you do want to tune in for the live broadcast, I would love to have you. We're at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly every Monday night. And those times are Eastern time, by the way, 8:30-ish Eastern time. Let's get started. I have got some poems from a pretty new poetry release called We Are Beach Glass by Emily Sue Sloan. I'm really excited to share these poems from you by a local Long Island poet. I often feature Long Island poets, but I accept people from all over the world. I just happen to know a lot of great poets here on Long Island. If you would like to have your poetry considered for Poetry Corner, shoot me an email at rorie@roriekelly.com. My name is spelled RorieKelly. I'm going to start with a poem called A Blue Whale's Heart.
This poem is called A Blue Whale's Heart. To know the song inside a blue whale's heart, count the stars on a coal-black night, red by the light of a meteor shower. Awaken to see the tail of the moon drift into dawn in a trail of dust. Scan the forest to glimpse a yellow cardinal. Follow the sound of fin whale tones boring into Earth's layered core. Hold your breath as the largest ever creature dives under bluing waves to sing and dance to the slow rhythm of its enormous heart. Thank you so much. I'm reading you poetry by Emily Sue Sloan today, and you can find out more about this poet at www.emilysuesloan.com. Emily and Sue are spelled just like you might imagine they would be. Sloan is spelled Sloane, emilysuesloan.com. This next poem that I am going to read for you, I'm reading from a book today. Often I'm reading from a digital file, so I'm actually like turning pages. Lovely literary ASMR acronyms. This next poem is called Coffee Break. Coffee Break by Emily Sue Sloan. Poetry, not your thing. You don't say so, but I read in your eyes the sorry that you asked what I do. I hesitate and then confess, I write poetry. I want to tell you, in the silence that follows, poetry's not my thing either. It just flows from my pen in spurts, ink spilled before I can stop it. Poetry lets me off the hook. No plot lines, no character arcs. It peers through beveled windows, overturns stones, seeks patterns in coffee grounds. It lives in snapshots rather than movies. I want to tell you, poetry sipped is poetry savored. Espresso with a shot of sambuca at a sidewalk cafe. Try it. You may develop a taste for it. But I gulp my coffee, usually while reading something that's not poetry. My empty cup reminds me to notice. Thank you so much. This is Poetry Corner with Rorie Kelly. I am reading poems from Emily Sue Sloan's new book, We Are Beach Glass. And if you have been enjoying this, please go visit emilysuesloan.com to find out more about her and where you can find her and her poems. I've got one more poem for you. Titled The Garden Party. And I'm going to bring some guitar vibes to that one. Fun fact about Emily Sue Sloan, a lot of you know that I am a musician, and I just came out with an album last year called Shadow Work, and Emily has the dubious distinguishment of being the finger snaps on my song Lion Streak. She's a real good finger snapper. So she is credited. She's on the album. and she let me use her finger snaps. Also a talented poet, multi-talented. Garden party. Tiger lilies burst out orange on the dance floor, and soon irises and daisies were jitterbugging too. Petunias, begonias, and sunflowers watched contentedly from their places in the sun, while the hostas and astilbes took refuge in the shade. The gladiolus family, wearing giant corsages in yellow, orange, and white, leaned into the trellis, attempting nonchalance. Marigolds had kindly offered to stand watch in case those pesky mosquitoes tried to get in. The place was buzzing, and no one seemed to notice when a couple of bees around the punch bowl spilled nectar as they bumbled their way through the crowd. Everyone complimented the hydrangeas on their blue and purple pom-poms, and agreed the black-eyed Susans had outdone themselves this year with their makeup. Finally, crepe myrtles made their grand entrance, festooned in white, lilac, pink, and red hats. Relative newcomers to the neighborhood. They stayed well past the fireflies' bedtime. Thank you so much for being a part of Poetry Corner. We do this every week live at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly, and we then get broadcasted to WUSB.FM as well as Lucky Star Radio. If you want to catch us live, it's Monday nights, 8:30-ish p.m. Eastern Time. I would love to have you hang out in the chat with us. These poems have been by Emily Sue Sloan. You can hear more of her poetry or see more of her poetry and maybe get her book at EmilySueSloan.com. Her book is called We Are Beach Glass, and I highly recommend supporting local poets this way. It's wonderful to be able to hold something in your hand. I'm definitely a physical media type of gal, so I really, really love when someone comes out with a book that I can actually have on my bookshelf. I'm a very booky kind of gal. Thank you so much. We'll catch you next week. All right, friends. Poetry Corner has been recorded, and now I can read the comments. Yeah, you recommended some of those poems, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with the faves. But I want to say I love this book. Generally, I love the equally like whimsical and laid back approach to poetry. I'm a big word nerd, so thank you for letting me read your poems on the air, Emily. Next week we got Tiger on deck with some poetry. By the way, that last poem, I just want to say, as like, I am that nerd. I am the person who will take a walk this time of year and point out every type of plant that's coming up and every weed that's on the street and be like, oh, that's like, that weed will grow up through sidewalk cracks, but it's called plantain and it will actually draw an infection out of a wound. Like, I am that nerd who wants to tell you about every single plant. And so reading that poetry made me feel very at home. I always watch this time of year. Like, I know what comes up now that I've been living in my house for a few years. I know like what's coming, and it's really nice to just kind of watch it pop up one by one. Excellent. Thank you for translating the dictation for us, Linda. Speaking of Linda Sussman, by the way, Linda Sussman has a great live stream called Song Break on Sundays, and I am going to be on it in a couple weeks, so I hope you will follow her. Linda Sussman Music, if you type those words into the Facebook, you'll be able to find her. Let me put my banner back. Let's see, I know we had at least one more request. Trying to remember what it was. It was Lion Streak. I love it all. I love all the flowers in the chat. Our crepe myrtles were run over by a drunk driver. One has risen from the ashes. Wow. That was a ride, Dad. I was like, oh my gosh, like someone, I seek vengeance for the crepe myrtles. And then like one rises from the ashes and I'm like, yes, vindication. May 15th, thank you. I didn't remember the exact date, so I didn't want to say the wrong one. May 15th on Song Break. It's on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, I will be posting about it. I'm just Rorie Kelly on Facebook, like I am everywhere. If you don't follow me on Facebook, well, go follow me. It's a delightful thing to follow me on Facebook, I promise. I'll be sharing that link, don't worry. Here for the plant nerdism. Come for the music, stay for the plant nerd stories and the Doritos. Rest in peace, crepe myrtles. Everyone put light around the crepe myrtles in their time of need. Oh, it's a little like being a Met fan, rooting for my crepe myrtles. I like the bonus pun that's in there because you're rooting for your crepe myrtles. I appreciate that. All right, let me get a piano back up here for Lion Streak. Thank you all so much for spending this time with me every Monday night. It really means a whole lot. Can never get those snaps to sound as good as the record. You guys deserve a better loop than that. Here we go. I try to put my heart in it, but it just ends up getting twisted. I think that I was meant to be a weird old cat lady. I
try to let go and just be myself. Has anyone ever found that helpful? I don't even know who the real me is these days. I'm on a lying streak. I didn't mean to be. I'm hiding, I'm hiding, I'm hiding everything about the real me. Real me. I try to tell you who I am, but it just ends up getting twisted. You walk away thinking something that was never what I meant. It was never my idea to go in any closets. People just stuff you in there in tight storage boxes. I fight my way out again and again, and still you think it was me who was confused. I'm on a lying streak. I didn't mean it to be. I'm hiding, I'm hiding, I'm hiding everything about the real me. Real me. This isn't really my world. People make me nervous. This isn't my real life. This is just a stepping stone. I build my life on truth. Still I put on a mask every day, every day. Only until I'm smart enough, brave enough to go it alone. Oh, I'm on a lying streak. I didn't mean it to be. I'm hiding, I'm hiding, I'm hiding everything about the real me. Real me. I'm on a lying streak. I didn't mean to be. I'm hiding, I'm hiding, I'm hiding everything about the real me. Real me. Thank you, my friends. That song is called Lion Streak. That song is about being an invisible minority, and I want to let y'all know Pride Month is coming up. If you are here on Long Island, I am on the planning committee for a couple of really awesome Pride events that are happening. We have a music and art series called Sight of Sound, featuring LGBTQIA artists, both musical artists and artists. And that is going to be coming up on Tuesdays in May and June in Patchogue. We also have Patchogue Pride coming up, as well as Born This Way coming up at the Cinema Arts Center in Huntington. That's always our big Pride kickoff event. It's the first Saturday in June. And again, we're going to just feature a ton of local community artists, both visual artists and musical artists. And I have to tell you, being a part of these events has just meant so much to me. It's really been, especially, well, the last couple of years were, we were all in isolation, but as I get older, it's been really meaningful to me to find that there are elders within the LGBTQIA community, because that's a thing that we didn't have the luxury of for a few generations. People were closeted for, necessity for a long time, and we just didn't have these kind of big events. And then in the 80s, a generation of people was decimated by AIDS. And so it really means a lot to me to be looking around at Born This Way and at Pride events and see people from every generation represented and feel this sense of intergenerational community. It just feels like very fulfilling to me. Anyway, if you are in the community or an ally or just want to come have a really good time because we know how to party, I hope you will join us for these events. I'll be posting about them and everything like that. All right, I got this great powered tube piano song, so I got to play something with it, I think. I think that's a necessity. Thank you. Thank you for also carrying the torch.
We all carry it together. It's one of those things. I love the torch metaphor because it reminds me of that thing that, lighting another flame with your candle, both candles still burn just as bright. Like we can, just spread fire throughout the universe. I don't mean it in a destructive way, but we can light up the whole world that way, Anyway, thanks everybody. Once you reach Rorie's level, timing and measures become obsolete. I mean, for better or worse. Sometimes on Poetry Corner, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to count that. I'm just going to go with it. All right. I think what I'm going to do is play So Much of Me on this cool keyboard sound. And if anyone has a request or two, let me know. Otherwise, that might be my last song. I'm scrolling for my own chords. Yep, that's what's happening right now. You like to learn from your mistakes, but I don't like to think about them. You live sometimes in your regrets, but I just lock mine away in a deep dark cave. What shadow self am I creating? Anger and humiliation. The only thing that saves me from her coming for me is she's lazy. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, you still love me. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, and you still love me. You like the deck stacked in your favor. I don't think you realize how much you lucked out with me. 'Cause I will beg and I will plead, I will fight and I will scream, but I will never ever leave. When I commit, it is built into my skin, it is part of being me. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, you still love me. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, and you still love me. I know it's not easy, we both need the things we need, but every single morning you try again, you try again. The best hug I ever had was in the morning after my birthday. I was so hungover and I had been so mean, and you just took care of me. You just held me and you held me. There is one way that you're like me. When you commit, you commit. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, and you still love me. You've seen so much of me, and you still love me, and you still love me. I know it's not easy, you still love me, you still love me. Every single morning, you still love me, you still love me. Thank you, friends. Oh, we got some requests. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Sorry in advance. Claire, apologize to everyone else because I'm about to spend some time tuning. Should be called Tuning the Guitar Nami. Am I right? All right, let's see. We have a couple requests on deck. I'm going to take a look at the queue, make sure I don't leave anyone out. Okay, we got Tsunami and then the Fucker song. That sounds like both good ways to end the night. I'll bring you down and then I'll bring you right back up. Which tells me I'll be playing Up From Here on the keys because I'm not going to make you sit through me tuning this guitar twice. Like, oh my gosh. All right, so this is a song. It's in a drop C tuning. Sorry, you're welcome, everybody. And it's a love song about a natural disaster. You know, like you do. I wrote this song meaning it to be sweet, and the person I was dating at the time didn't take it that way. I was like, I wrote you a song, and she was like, that song about me dying in the water? And I'm like, oops. Yes, but I mean it in a loving way. I lovingly wrote about your watery grave. In retrospect, not my finest hour as a songwriter and a girlfriend. Anyway, this is in a drop C tuning. Which does take a minute to get into, although, man, having a snark does make it a little bit easier. So it's cack-gack. You know how some people play in dadgad? This song is written in cack-gack, C-A-C-G-A-C. Like, just to be tricky, I don't know, just because, like, I was, like, in my 20s, and it was, like, I guess maybe the most metal moment of my life, I was like, what if I tuned my guitar down even further? And, well, here we are. I was like, anyone can do a drop D. I'm going to tune down to C. Because Rorie Kelly likes to ruin her own life. As a result, I don't play this song super often. Maybe I should learn it on piano, just so I don't have to tune the guitar for it every time. It's a concept. That would require me actually figuring out what chords I'm playing, though, so I'm not making any promises. Oh my gosh, wait, Raid Redeem? What happened? No, I didn't see it. I'm sorry, it's because I haven't been paying attention to my creator dashboard. Where is that? Oh, because I closed it. All right, I promise I will go see the thing in my notifications after I play this song. If the tsunami were to hit a year or two from now, me on the road, you here at home, I would be orphaned. I would hole up in Pittsburgh, California with my last friends. I would be haunted by the ocean. But still the sea and hopes that the particles that once were you and me would find each other. And on the shores of Fire Island, I would find relief.
confiscate your car and legs, but it wouldn't work. Love you so much that it hurts. Love you so much that it hurts. Love you so much that it hurts. And in the morning, trapped inside our offices like ghosts. Cement across Long Island, connecting us somehow beneath our feet. The tsunami would hit a year or two from now.
That's not the right verse. I'll start over.
If the tsunami would hit the middle of last night.
Damn it. Mess up one verse and then you never get it again.
So much to lose, so much left undone. But we would be each other's last words, bodies tangled up in the water, trapped inside this room for years, correct for the explorers. Love you so much that it hurts. Love you so much that it hurts. Oh, those wrong notes really hurt. Sorry.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Yes, I did see that. We raid that E flat guy. Cool. That's who we'll raid. I'll do one more song. We have a request for Up From Here, and then we will raid that E flat guy. I'm here for that. Yes, agree. Communicating open tuning chords to others is a bitch. Communicating them to myself is a bitch. I'm like, what is that? What did I intend to play? What note is that really? It's like I'm doing a lot of math and none of it is none of it is effective. Look at you two plotting. Well, the next Can't Find My Keys is going to be interesting. Tune in for that on Sunday if you want to watch me suffer. Bye, Carol. Thanks for hanging. All right. All right, I'm going to play Up From Here. Then we're going to go raid that E flat guy. And thanks for hanging out with me. It means a lot to me, y'all.
Should we talk about the loss of tiny objects, very small specific parts without which nothing can be fixed? Should we talk about Mercury retrograde? It's totally cool, I love to put the past in perspective, but now that we are back in the present, everything in my life seems to be broken. Should we talk about my lack of...
Every time I interrupt myself to do something, like make an adjustment, I forget my own lyrics.
Everything in my life seems to be broken. Should we talk about
something about my mental health?
Let's not play with fire here. It's already been a long day. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. we talk about guitars and cars and bank accounts. It's a Russian roulette. Where will the problem be today? I am one headlight short of a bright outlook. That's not a metaphor. I hope I don't get pulled over anyway. I thank my lucky stars that I am good in a crisis. I thank the universe for giving me so much practice. Oh, you cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Don't threaten me with a good time. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Everything will be just fine as soon as I find my keys in my wallet. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, oh, you cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Here, I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. Oh, you cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Oh, oh. Thank you, my friends. Psychological state. Thank you. All I had to do was look at the comments. Y'all had my back. Thank you. Oh, wow. Lucky Star is a Boston, New York bus line. Is that the Chinatown bus? What a mood. Going to another doctor to help with my anxiety. Sending good energy to you, Barbie. I hope everything goes well. All right. Thanks, y'all, for throwing Doritos chips. I'm here for it. I'm here for it being a Broadway song. Like, let's do it. Let's shake those Broadway kids up. All right, we are going to raid, what is it, That E Flat Guy? I want to make sure. Can you pop that name in there, David, so I can type it right for the raid command? That's who we're going to raid. If you have never been on a Twitch stream before and you're like, what do you mean raid? This is what we do. We finish our stream and then we go bring the party to another musician who is currently playing. It's really fun. It keeps the vibe going, and we go crash someone else's stream and, bring our fun vibes to their fun vibes. It's a whole fun vibes cross-pollination deal. It's a lot of fun. If you're watching the replay, because this does replay on Facebook and YouTube every Tuesday night, then come join us some Monday night on Twitch, and you'll get to have the live experience. It will be great. You'll enjoy it. I promise. That E flat guy. Thank you. Okay. That E flat guy.
Not the kind of guy I want to play keys for, I'll tell you that much. Okay. As always, friends, I'm going to sing you out.
Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. 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 Thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean to stop that.
Thank
Thank you so much, everyone. Y'all are wonderful. I'll see you next week.